What's up, guys? It's been a bit of a hot minute since I last uploaded. It's actually been about 2 weeks since I uploaded. It has been all sorts of rainy and miserable. You cannot see that at all. There we go. You kind of really can't see the rain anyway. But it's been sort of coming down here for the last week, which is good. I checked the fires near me website the other day, and all of the fires that I could see on there were either so under control that they had sort of been put down as not a threat, sort of put out sort of thing, or they are under control. And then we've now had a week worth of rain. It hailed in Canberra the other day, but as far as I can tell, that's mainly been sort of close to the coast sort of areas, because still out west, where they've been told they're going to get rain, they've had massive dust storms. So Australia's having a good old time of just getting all of the elements. First there was fire, now some of us are getting water, some of us are getting earth. It is what it is, I guess. But I've got 2 weeks worth of videos planned, organised, tried to film some of them on my camera, but it won't just let me take a continuous shot and do the video so that I can then go onto an editing program and edit it. I have a feeling it's because it's, it looks like a DSLR, but it's actually a point and shoot, which if you know anything about cameras, you'll know that there's kind of a massive difference between the two. And so its sort of video recording functions won't let me go past 15 minutes in a continuous run. And so I was recording a mental health one, talking about I had the website for Beyond Blue and all of the symptoms and stuff for depression, and I was sort of reading through it, explaining how each sort of one has manifested with me personally, and I was able to get through, of the 4 sort of subcategories that they've listed them in, I was able to get through 3 of them pretty easily, and then it cut out before I was able to get onto the 4th one. So it's something I've got to try and work around, and in all honesty, I'll probably just end up making it on my phone until I can get a charger. For my sister's boyfriend has loaned me his 60D, which I'm super stoked to use. It's got a proper mic, proper Rode mic. It's going to be able to plug into it. I've got a Steadicam for it, and yeah, when he's able to find it, I'm also going to be able to use his Manfrotto tripod. So we go on gold standard there as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's missing its charger because he had lent it to a friend of his, and got everything sort of except for the charger back. And without a job, I cannot buy even so much as a universal charger, which is going to be $60. Was kind of hoping to get one for Christmas, but didn't, so that's just something we're going to have to work with. Anyway, considering that I haven't been that active, I thought I would let you guys know what the videos I had planned were. So obviously, knowing that I had missed a lot of videos, I'd sort of put this one to be the first one, and that was going to be the mental illness one, hence why I was recording it. The second one was one to do with astrology, talking about like different modes and elements that a sign can be. Obviously each sign has its own mode and element assigned to it, and I was going to sort of talk about what they are in that video. There was going to be a get to know me video, where I sort of do a this or that sort of thing. I'm now thinking that I should probably just do like a 50 facts about me first, and then get into sort of the more obscure get to know me type things. I was going to do on the 11th, I was going to do a cover of either Selena Gomez, Rare, or Echo Smith, Lonely Generation. So because they both released, both those albums were released on the 10th, and those were the two title tracks. So I was going to do one of those for the 11th. The 12th, I was finally going to get around to doing my New Year's Tarot. On the 13th, I was going to talk about what Veganuary is, because I'd only sort of found that out like a week and a half into January, that was a thing. And so it was sort of too late for me to start, because the whole idea is that you do it for the whole month. And I didn't want to start a week late. And then obviously starting a week late would mean that I have to go a week into February, and February has its own thing. So maybe next year. The 14th, I was going to talk about some conspiracy theories, particularly ones that have come up in 2020, and the only ones that I could find that have originated since 2020 started have been ones to do with the Australian bushfires. So it's going to be sort of another sort of look back at that. We're kind of okay at the moment with the rain and whatnot, but there were still some conspiracy theories with that, and I wanted to get into that because conspiracy theories are really cool to learn about, particularly like new ones, because obviously there's older ones that like everyone knows about, and then there's sort of more broader ones that don't have like a specific time that they were. Anyway, the 15th was going to be sort of a morning routine. I can demonstrate for you that for you right now. 3 AM I go to sleep, and then about midday I wake up. That's currently my morning routine, because that's what happens in the morning. And it's not for like lack of trying, it's just that insomnia and like sleep problems are linked to but separate from depression, and similarly depression is linked to but separate from insomnia. They're like a nice little tag team that just keep you in that perpetual cycle, downward spiral, and it sucks. The 16th I was going to show off my pop vinyl collection, list a few sort of big ones that I want to get, because there are a few sort of ones that I really want to get to add to my collection, and then there's sort of a couple that are just like, if I can find this, that's going to be cool to have, but it's not like a priority. The 17th I was going to do some CTR Rustland Grand Prix gameplay. I've now played that enough to have the full like body, wheels, decal, colours, everything for the Desert Rider, I think it's called. It's something like that. It's like the first car you unlock with Nitro points. And I've also got Mega Mix, So I'm now thinking that I should probably do some gameplay video, playing as Megamix, hopefully getting a golden Wumpa in Megamix Mania, as well as sort of exploring the different parts of the track that are actually from Rouge Tubes, which is kind of cool. So that was going to be one. The 18th, I've got written in my notes that was going to be an expectations versus a reality thing, and I cannot for the life of me now remember what the topic of expectations versus reality was going to be. So I may have to revisit that idea and refine that, or put something else in its place. Yesterday's, the 19th, was going to be a story time about parents because it was their anniversary. It was their I think that's right. 29th wedding anniversary. So we're going to do sort of a story time about them. Obviously didn't get around to that. And then the one that I had written down for today, which I can easily just put off for tomorrow and have this sort of catch up be the one for today, and be able to sort of work on the ones on the day that they're supposed to come out on those days, as well as use that backlog to sort of put out 2 videos a day, if that makes sense. Because what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's 12. Put this one out today. I'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I do that and put 2 videos out today and do that for the rest of the month, I will actually get all of the videos that I have planned out, as well as videos that are supposed to come out on particular days, on those days. So that sounds like a pretty good plan. Let's do it. But yeah, so that means that the other video, either today or the one that I'll do tomorrow, as it's pre-planned one, will be a meanings behind names one, obviously focusing on like my name. I will also sort of look at other names and whatnot. Maybe do like a family edition where I look at my family's names and what they all mean. Look at like some of my close friends, maybe. I don't know. We could turn that into a series. I'm sure there's a way we can do that. And then I've got nothing else currently planned until the 25th, which is Chinese New Year. I'm pretty sure it's the 25th this year. I'm pretty sure it's not like early February this year. There is no set date for Chinese New Year, in case you hadn't realised that. But yeah, this is really cool because not only is it like a leap year and we're having the Olympics later on in the year, which is really cool, but we're also starting the cycle of like the 12 animals in the zodiac again. So we're getting the rat this year, which is going to be really cool. Sort of the perfect time for me to start talking about this is actually really cool. One of the videos that I'll probably put before that is going to be sort of the myth behind why the animals are in their particular places, so that when I come to that day in Chinese New Year, I can just talk specifically about the rat and it's like the sorts of personality traits that those people are supposed to have and whatnot. It's really coming down out there. Let's see if I can focus up. You can sort of see the water on the window, but if I come out a little closer, hopefully you'll be able to. Let's have a look. Can we see it coming down out there? No, not really. Sort of, not really. Anyway, it's yeah, it's coming down. The other videos after that, so the 25th is Chinese New Year, the 26th is Australia Day, and then the 27th is the like anniversary, I guess. It's not really one I want to celebrate, but it is sort of 1 year since I had my first epileptic seizure. So there's like 3 days in a row there where there's something semi-meaningful in a row. So that means that I've only really got a plan for 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and then the last 4 days of the month as well. So that's really cool. And I do have one video that I want to do. I want to go for a road trip just north of here, like an hour north is Port Macquarie. There's a really cool lighthouse there. Trying to remember where the other lighthouse that I went to was. I'm starting to think that maybe it was a little bit further south than Port Macquarie, but that's fine because that means that I can visit that on my way back, as well as one of the towns on the way back has a really cool lookout, and I want to do sort of like a travel video, and I therefore want someone to come with me so that they can film while I'm driving, or they can drive while I'm filming. One way or the other, hopefully we can sort something out, and hopefully it's not raining so much so that I can actually get that video done, because I want at least not rainy weather. I don't mind if there's like clouds in the sky, but I don't want it to be raining when I'm trying to visit a lighthouse, which is also going to have like the sea breeze, and it's just going to be like miserable. Like there's no point going if it's going to be raining. So yeah, anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I hope you liked it. I know it was really just sort of me talking about what I missed doing, but it was also letting you guys know of what is coming. So I may or may not do it in the order that I was originally going to do it, since I'm going to be catching up. That's thunder. That's cool. It's a thunderstorm now. But yeah. What was I saying? Completely lost train of thought there. But anyway, I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Here's hoping February is a better month for uploading. I'm pretty much going to be spending the rest of this month making sure that I have videos for next month, because I found one of the things is that it started off and I had sort of like the first like week, and I was like, yeah, cool, I've got the first week sorted. I can sort out other things during that first week, and then I get to the 8th and it's like, what do I do now? So I'm going to actually try and plan some things for February, and yeah, I do already know that I've got 2 videos already planned for February. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but one is coming on the 1st, and one will be sort of later in the month. I do already know that they're coming. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Please leave a comment down below if there's any videos you would like to see me make, because I obviously have the space for them. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep your head screwed on.